Welcome back to Trust Me, I'm Dr. Ron. It's time for our Medical Moments segment. So what are we talking about on today? You saw the image on the opening frame of the show and you probably said, what in the world is that? I have the answer. It's called a hematoma, which is a big fancy term for just a collection of blood. Question for you. Have you ever stubbed your toe or dropped something large and heavy on your toe and noticed that the toenail turns dark, or appears that the toenail or the toe is turning dark? What happens is you get a collection of blood underneath the nail, and that's what a hematoma is. We call it a subungual hematoma because it's underneath the nail. How do we treat this? Sometimes there's an infection which may require antibiotic therapy. If the nail is loosened, the nail may need to be removed. Rest, ice, compression, and elevation, over-the-counter pain medications tend to do extremely well with this particular condition. Now, a lot of times when you have trauma to the nail, down the line, you may develop toenail fungus in that particular nail. So that's something you may have to deal with in the future. So stick with me. There'll be more of these medical moments coming. Like I always say, there's something for everyone here. Trust me, I'm Dr.